Well, next stop here on the NRSL Advocare Truck Series brings us to Indianapolis Raceway Park, or actually what's called now Lucas Oil Raceway, as we have a truck Meliella doubleheader for this event. While the Cup Series is over at the famed Brickyard at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400. Well, we are here today here for the truck race here today, and it's the Lucas Oil 200, as we will have 50 laps of action at today's event here. The Meliella Series, we have the Lucas Oil 250, and then, as I said, for the Cup Series, the Brickyard 400. So getting ready for some short track racing on this 5/8 mile oval at 0.6 miles, I should say. As we are set, as here's the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 110 miles per hour is the Napa United Ford, number 28, Keith Batson, as his first pole of the season. He'll be alongside truck number 24, the Quaker State Chevrolet. It's Cab Shear alongside. Row 2 has number 98, Matt McIntyre, the Ray Best's Ford, and beside him will be the Ranger Ford, truck number 50 of Cat Tellier. Third row has Chris Dodd, truck number 18, the Pennzoil Chevrolet, the winner at Pocono, the last stop on the tour, and the AC Delco Chevrolet number 52. It's Seth Cole alongside. Seth has one of our 3-in-track cameras. Row 4 has Zach Flickinger, the winner at Daytona, and the ASC certified Ford number 2. And beside him will be Phil Parker, number 8, the Channel Lock Pliers Ford. Fifth row has Zachary Fitzwater, number 59, the Kingsford Charcoal Dodge, and the RC Cola Dodge, number 86 of Alex Gray. Sixth row has Andrew Davis, number 14, the Milwaukee Ford. Beside him will be number 16, Papa John Chevrolet of Charles Sanford. He also has an in-truck camera in today's event. Here, row number 7 is Jessica Shelton, number 4, the TMASC certified Ford. Beside her will be number 22, the Miller Ford of Johnny Gardner. He has a short track win this season at Martinsville. Next row down has JT Bryant, number 21, the Ortho Lawn and Garden Ford. And beside him will be Kyle Lynch, the winner at Nashville on the Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet, number 75. Then it's Jordan Anderson, number 6, the Total Ford and Total Chevrolet. And beside him will be number 25, the Budweiser Chevrolet of William Brock. Next row down has number 99, Levi McIntyre, the Exide Barriers Ford. Beside him will be number 30, the Mopar Dodge of Nathan Hudson. Next row down has number 60, the Cat Rental Store Chevrolet of Michael Turner. Flanking him on the outside will be number 20, the MBNA Chevrolet, of Matt Haas. Next row down has number 17. It is Jonathan Zorlin. He'll be alongside number 94, the Super 8 Motels Ford of J.R. Tellier. Here. Next row down has number 44, the Confederated Auto Parts Ford of Quentin Moore. And just one truck down, the 43 Dodge of Joshua Collard. Next row down has the Zaxby's Chicken Ford, number 09 of John Arnold, winner at California. And the 06 Ultra Wheels Ford of Paul Minnick. Next row down has Joshua Osborne. He has our third in-truck camera in today's event, the Line-X Ford, number 15. Beside him will be number 1, the Die Hard Racing Chevrolet of Dylan Young. Next row down has Cole Deaver, number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And beside him will be Dougie Shears, number 87, the Balsam Mobility Chevrolet. Then it's the Mission Linens and Services Chevrolet, number 83, of Jesse Turner on the inside of the next row down. Beside him will be Kyle Matthews, number 5, the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row down is Joshua Sakuli, number 7, the Exide Barriers Ford, and the number 29 Mopar Dodge of Chelsea Bowles. And finally, starting scratch on the field, it'll be Benjamin Miles, number 23, the Toyota certified Toyota, and the excuse me. And alongside of him will be number 8, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet of Ryan George. He starts last in the field. So the field getting set for green flag racing for 50 laps, and here comes the command of Fire the Engines here at Indianapolis.
Driver, start your engine!
And the commands begin the Fire the Engines, and what a way to get these guys going here today on this 0.686 mile racetrack at Indianapolis. Now this track in this oval track, by the way, is adjacent to the drag strip that is home to the NHRA U.S. Nationals. As we get set for green flag racing here on lap number 50, let's listen to the car. Let's listen to the first lap of racing. Three laps into the books. Keith Batson is your leader of the race here, number 28 that takes the Napa United Ford here, and it's a sights and sounds of short track racing here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. Second place is Kev Sheard. Third position is Kat Tellier. Fourth spot belonging now to Matt McIntyre. Fifth is Seth Cole. Sixth place is Phil Parker, and darn pace truck. And some side-by-side racing going on here and around the 8th, 9th spot. That is the number 18 truck of Chris Dodd and the 59 truck of Zachary Fitzwater, as Fitzwater gets around Dodd on the outside of the racetrack here. Dodd was winning that throw of the race at Pocono, where he and Cole Deaver battled it out to the start-finish line. Charles Samper right there in the 16 truck runs in 10th position. The Papa John Chevrolet as we ride on board Charles Samper's truck. This track at Indianapolis, very, very unique here. As we said, this track is adjacent to the NHRA drag strip, home to the biggest drag race of them all, the U.S. Nationals, held on the NHRA schedule. And this track here, of course, they don't run there anymore now because, of course, the idiots decided to move to the Brickyard for the Xfinity competition. But anyway, through the magic of NRSL Advocare, we still hold races on this very racetrack. Charles Sanford runs in 10th position right now in the battle now with Alex Gray for that position, as he is in 11th position. 12th is Kyle Lynch. 13th is Andrew Davis, and then battle now with Johnny Gardner. That's 14th spot right there for where Gardner's at. 15th is William Brock. 16th, Jessica Shelton. 17th is Nathan Hudson. Jonathan Zorlin in the GMAC Chevrolet runs in 18th position. That's the Ricky Hendrick paint scheme he's driving. Matt Haas in 19th. Of course, Matt Haas coming off a big win, getting his first Casual GTX Cup Series victory at Pocono. And that track lately has been known for first-time winners in that series, believe it or not. There are 4 races in a row we've had that. Levi McIntyre rounds out the top 20 as he and Jordan Anderson are now battling it out there, not to be confused with the Jordan Anderson that runs in the Real Truck Series. Joshua Collard in the 43 truck. There's JT Bryant, number 21. He's in 23rd. 24th is J.R. Tellier. Then comes Paul Minnick. 26th, or 25th position, I should say, is Paul Minnick. 26th is Quentin Moore. Then comes Michael Turner in 27th. 28th is Dylan Young. 29th is John Arndt. He and Joshua Sakuli battled out for position. There's Kyle Matthews in 31st position. He did not have a very good qualifying run. And a lot of ways that's a big disadvantage on a track like Indianapolis here, like this very short track, to have a bad qualifying run, as you ride with Joshua Osborne in the 36th position right now as he tries to get around the 83 of Jesse Turner, which he successfully does for the moment. Now battling behind Chelsea Bowles in 29. But, of course, the setup of these trucks have got there. If you don't qualify well at Indianapolis, so you do not race very well. And, of course, if you're lucky, you do get to pick up a couple of spots, and that's about the gist of it. Cole Deaver, unfortunately for him, runs in the last position in 38th spot. There's Kev Shearer running in second position, the winner of the race at Sonoma, as he takes the Quaker State Chevrolet up to the field. Cat Tellier runs in the third position at number 50, the winner this season at Rockingham. Matt McIntyre in fourth position. Seth Cole, number 50, the running in the fifth position here in the, as he has had a somewhat of a spotty season so far for the NRSL Motorsports team, but he right now runs fifth at the moment here as in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Bill Parker having a solid day so far as well. He runs in sixth position. Bill Parker, one of the guys to watch this season, and he has been that way all through this season so far. Not only in this series, but also in the NRSL Mellow Yellow Series, which they'll be taking the 50 laps on this track the next year as well for the Lucas Oil 250. But this truck has been the dominant one all day so far, and of course, winning the pole has helped them a bunch. Keith Batson, number 28, and of course, if he can just only have this kind of luck in the Casualty Dix Cup Series, that would be sweet for him. But he is the leader of the race right now in the Truck Series event here at the Napa United Ford. As he Batson, of course, an avid short track racer himself, though he racing a lot of short tracks, like tracks in Oxford, Maine. Just about near where he's from, as a matter of fact. He is a native of that state. But he and the KAB Enterprises team has got his trucks running first and third at the moment here. So a good day so far for the KAB Enterprises team. That's Keith's own team and his Legion of Fords. Chris Dodd running in the ninth position right now, and the man who won at Pocono his first Truck Series victory. Running 10th right now is still Charles Samber, as he and Alex Gray continue to go at it. The 16 and the 86, as Charles is starting to pull away just a little bit, though, from Alex Gray. As we look through the field, there hardly any battling going on right now there. So Ryan George, who started dead last in the field, he runs right now 33rd position. So he's picked up 5 spots. Chelsea Bowles right now runs in the 34th position. Joshua Osborne's up to 35th after dropping back on the start. Or he started outside of a row, and that's a disadvantage as well on a track like this. Benjamin Miles, 37th, as we said. Cole Deaver, who had that heartbreaking loss at Pocono, runs in 38th position. That is not the turnaround he wanted to have after suffering defeat at that tricky triangle. So while this race is in a quiet point here, let's take a ride for a lap with Seth Cole at number 52. There you see the leaders just up ahead of him there. Batson, Shearer, Cat Tellier, and Matt McIntyre. Start-finish line, cross start-finish line, stays right about in the middle of the lane, right where the broken white lines are at. You got the telemetry on in here, 100. See how fast he goes into turn number 3, 131 miles per hour, and down to about 96, 95 miles per hour in the middle of 3 and 4, having let that truck roll a little bit, and up to about 130 miles per hour into turn number 1. So Keith Batson, Seth Cole, actually, I should say, who we're riding along with, running very strong here. Batson's running strong too, but Seth trying to close up a little bit on the Matt McIntyre automobile. Last time by for Seth was his lap was 108.99 miles per hour. Given that, as we said, given that NRSL Motorsports AC Delco Chevrolet a good ride here, as we are just past halfway through the event here, 26 laps are in the books, and 24 laps are left to go here at the Lucas Oil Raceway. Zach Flickinger runs in 7th position. Zachary Fitzwater, a solid day for him in 8th position at the 59 Kingsford Charcoal Dodge. His season, not quite what he hoped for in all 3 of the series, believe it or not, but he now has been running okay at the moment. 8th position is where he's at right now. So 2 of our in-truck camera trucks running in the top 10, 5th and 10th at the moment. There's Charles Samper another time, Alex Gray, Jessica Shelton, number 4, the TMAC certified Ford, has been her truck season is about like her Cup season so far. Not great by her standards, but has had some solid runs here and there. Has yet to get a win in the Truck Series, believe it or not. In the number 4 machine, that is the 1996 Bill Elliott truck she's driving. And one of the Team ASC certified trucks here, and even though her and Zach Flickinger are not on the same team. Nathan Hudson running a 17th position, and the Mopar team has been struggling this season a little bit as well. He and Chelsea Bowles both. But Hudson running a rather solid 17th at the moment. Speaking of the number 17, there's Jonathan Zorlin and Ricky Hendricks Special running in 18th position. Matt Haas in 19th, and 20th is Levi McIntyre. His truck program has been struggling just a little bit this season, but he's been having a good season on the Cup side, in which, of course, he's in 20th spot there. There's Jordan Anderson in the 6th position in the 6th truck. That he's in 21st, 22nd. Joshua Collard, the 43 truck, and of course the next stop on the tour for the Truck Series, they'll be heading to one of his favorite stops, Watkins Glen, is where they'll be heading to next for the Truck Series. In fact, that will be a truck, Mellow Yellow Cup. That'll be a truck and Mellow Yellow and Cup triple header at the 2.4 mile road course, and of course the course that we are trying at Watkins Glen, by the way, will be a no loop version, not the 1990 version before they added the inner loop on that racetrack. So they will be running through the part where you normally see the inner loop and run down that straightaway about maybe 170, 180 miles per hour or so. JT Bryant running in 23rd position. 24th is JR Tellier. He's the 3rd KB Enterprises truck, and apparently the setup missed on the number 94 machine as compared to the 1st and 3rd place trucks. But he runs in 24th position, the 94 Super 8 Motels Ford. Paul Minnick in 25th position, the Ultra Wheels Ford. Quentin Moore, 26th position. Michael Turner in 27th position. Dylan Young, not the run you usually see out of Dylan Young, in 28th position. The Sears Die Hard Ford. A Chevrolet, excuse me. And his truck season's been so-so as well by his standards. And at least he does not. And at least this man John Arndt's going to win compared to Dylan Young in this series as well. John Arndt had that terrific win out at California Speedway. In fact, he took 2 out of 3 that weekend, both winning the truck race and the Cup race as well. Driving the John West Townley Special, the 09 Zaxby's Chicken Ford. It's the newest truck on the. That's the newest truck in the field, the 2008 Ford. Joshua Sekuli running in the 30th position. Sekuli was the winner at Texas Motor Speedway. And this man, Kyle Matthews, was the winner down in Milwaukee at the Milwaukee Mile. Or up at the Milwaukee Mile, I should say. But his Indy setup not the best in 31st position. Dougie Shears 32nd, 33rd. Ryan George 34th is Chelsea Bowles. Joshua Osborne 35th in the Lennox Ford. Jesse Turner 36th, 37th is Benjamin Miles, and as we said, Cole Deaver running in last position. And Kev Shearer trying to close up a little bit on Keith Batson. As we'll be coming down for 10 laps to go. Shearer is closing up a little bit. Let's see what the interval is this time by. And he closed it by 600ths of a second. 39 hundredths is the margin between the 28 and the 24. Kev Shearer looking for his second win of the season. He wants, as I said, down over at Sonoma on the road course. Keith Batson has not yet won in the Truck Series, but he hopes to change that in 9 more laps. Cat Tellier running in 3rd position in the Granger Ford. Matt McIntyre keeps that Ray Bestis machine in 4th position. Seth Cole running in 5th position. Again, you're on board Seth Cole's truck. And you can see how smooth he runs that course here at how smooth he drives that track here. A lot of them are keeping it smooth actually on this very racetrack here. We've been caution free so far. Not trying to jinx anything, but these trucks have been spread out here all race long. Seth, as we said, runs in 5th position. And Phil Parker coming into the picture. He's in 6th spot there. As we said, a solid day for him so far. But boy, Kev Shearer is keeping it close as they come out of the start-finish line. Now they have 6 laps to go. $3,600 the margin at the moment here. Shearer is a little bit lower lane than is Batson, but Batson knows one little slip and Shearer's by him. And the interval continues to shrink. It's 3,400ths now. Last time by, Batson was 107.62, and Shearer was 107.72 that last time by. And don't count out Kat Tellier as well in the 50 truck. She's running around the back bumper of Kev Shearer in 24 as they come to the start-finish line. Shearer looks like he lost a little bit that time by. Nope, he gained 100th that time by at 3300ths of a second. But he is running out of time. It's now down to 3.5 laps to go now. Batson knows he's got to hit his marks here as they come to start finish line. 3 to go. You get the spectator shot. That's the way it looks like on the racetrack right now. Keith Batson the leader. Shearer, Tellier, Matt McIntyre, and Seth Cole the top 5. 2 laps to go for Keith Batson. The Napa United Ford, number 28, his Legion of Ford teams, his team a Legion of Fords he calls KAP Enterprises, could be on his way to his first ever Truck Series victories. They come down through turns 3 and 4. And he'll see the white flag next time by. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go for Keith Batson. He hopes to get his first Cup win in a long time pretty soon, though. But at least this is a win nonetheless. So Batson showing that he can still do it. And in the turns 3 and 4, he comes. If he can survive 3 and 4, he's got it made. And it looks like he will. The Lucas Oil 200 goes to Truck 28. Keith Batson wins it in Indianapolis. Keith Batson takes this number 28 Napa United Ford, the Ernie Irvin Special from 1995, goes to victory lane. 2nd place to Kev Shearer. 3rd to Kat Tellier. A great day for KAB Enterprises. Matt McIntyre comes home in 4th, and Seth Cole will come home in 5th. So 16 races are in the books in the Truck Series. And boy, what a drive by Keith Batson, number 20 at the Napa United Ford, wins the race here today. Average speed 108.148. The average speed in today's event. Rest of the field, sixth place was Phil Parker. A great day for him. Seventh place will go to Zach Flickinger. Zachary Fitzwater comes on a good solid eighth. Ninth position will go to Chris Dodd. And Charles Sanford ends up in 10th position. Then goes Alex Gray in 11th. 12th position will go to Kyle Lynch. 13th to Andrew Davis. 14th to Johnny Gardner. 15th to William Brock. Jessica Shelton 16th. Solid day for her at least. Nathan Hudson 17th. 18th will go to Jonathan Zorlin. 19th Matt Haas. And 20th position will go to Matt McIntyre. Then goes Jordan Anderson in the 21st position. 22nd, Joshua Collar. 23rd, JT Bryant. JR Tellier, 24th. So the next time they go to Indianapolis for the Truck Series next season, you can bet they'll be looking at his truck. 25th was Paul Minnick. 26th was Quentin Moore. Michael Turner, 27th. 28th was Dylan Young. 29th position will go to John Arndt. And 30th will go to Joshua Sakuli. 31st was Kyle Matthews. 32nd was Dougie Shears. 38th position will go to Ryan George. Chelsea Bowles, 34th. 35th, Joshua Osborne. 36th was Jesse Turner. Benjamin Miles, 37th. And bringing up the caboose was Cole Beaver in 38th. Not a good day for him at all, unfortunately for him. But he has not won in a long time, counting all of my series he's been in. But it is a win nonetheless. Even though it's the Truck Series, it's still a win for him. Keith Patson wins today at Indianapolis, and fittingly enough on a short track. Fittingly enough, because he is usually good on the short tracks here, as he'll take the win in the Lucas Oil 200 Truck Series event. The next stop in the tour for the Truck Series will be at Watkins Glen. They'll be going left and right on that 2.4 mile road course in the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. And meanwhile, the NRSL Mellow Yellow Series will be coming up next here on this very same Indianapolis short track, while the Cup Series will prepare for the Brickyard 400. Some of the drivers in the Cup Series actually are heading to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for that race. So until then, it's James Clausen, the production of the NRSL, and we'll see you next time.